You don't. I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna fuck with this brother. I'm like a time bomb, or a fresh can of whips. And style is plexiglass, got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood, take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up for my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written. Hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle, what? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like Parker Lewis.
All right, they're gonna play you out like Parker Lewis. What's up, fellas? This is the OGs of the DMV. We're here on a Saturday morning live. And that's Big Al up there on my right, and that's Biggie Steve down there below, our street reporter for the Washington Commanders and the Washington Wizards. First of all, let's get this out the way. We want to say a big what's up to my man Trey Z, who's having a little issue at home. One of us is injured. We all injured, so we send up prayers to him and his family for that. Big Steve is standing in his wake to round out the three, I guess you call it. You up for that, Biggie?
Oh, always.
On the streets.
I'm like, the Four Musketeer.
Hey, what's up, Cerebro? Hey, actually, I'm glad to get this stream started because the conversation we was having before was kind of depressing. So let's move on to the Washington Commanders, man. Hey, listen, what do y'all think about Jayden Daniels? Because they're saying that this guy is going to be ready day one just because of the way he's performing in OTAs, I guess you call it. We're still early in the process, but what do you think about him? I mean, we already had one number 2 pick get the defensive year, player of the year award. Yeah, I think he's up for rookie player of the year. How about that? Rookie of the year. Does he have a chance at least? I mean, he got some competition, but I mean, listen, when we talk about the Cliff Kingsbury offense, man, it's a lot of getting the ball out of your hands fast, some running, which he is capable of doing as long as he learns how to slide. I mean, we don't know what this team is going to be, so it's pretty early to say, rookie of the year, but we can dream.
It's a dream. Hey, Deacon, well, what they're saying about the camp and how Jaden is looking, man. He's a mature young man. He's a little older than an average rookie. He's coming in at 23, and he's had an extensive career, in college, a little bit longer than normal. And he comes in
5 years.
He did 6, I believe, 6.
Nah.
Yeah, he played
3 in Arizona and 2 in LSU.
Yeah, he was working on his master's. He was almost finished his master's. So Jayden is mature, a little bit more mature. So he I understand he goes to the line of scrimmage. He knows how to make line calls, which is an advancement. Mm-hmm. He knows how to change the play. He already got some of the checkdowns and stuff like that was surprising to the veterans. The fact that he can make line calls and know how to change the play. Yeah. And, he knows how to layer balls. He knows how to when to throw hard and when to throw, soft touch. He already kind of got that already. Lots of training, lots of virtual training, lots of coaching. Very coachable young man. You know what I'm saying? And a very dedicated, mature, taking it like a business, like a job. He's there, I understand, 5:30 in the morning. RG and Haskins and all our number 1 picks on Howard and all them, they got there when it's time to get there. 8, 9 o'clock. But this young man is very mature about it, wants to be great, wants to be good, has all that talent. Doesn't have the quite big arm that we would love to have, but he has a great arm, a good arm. So right now, he's well on the road. Again, it's OTAs.
There's OTA. It's still early yet.
Yeah,
but
still early.
What would you rather have? What would you rather have? Would you rather have a gun for an arm, or would you have somebody who knows how to anticipate with the velocity that's needed to get the ball there? I mean, there's something to be said about a big arm. You know,
he does do is he has a quick release. Everybody likes his quick release. He does.
Right.
Quick
Which
release,
is anticipation.
Yeah,
accuracy is what really counts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I'm hearing he's putting the ball like right there on the money. You know, from teammates, whether it be McCaffrey, what's the tight end that just came out, Senate, and from what Dotson and what's his name, McLaurin, he's just like he's happy to be on the field. And you could see it, and you could really see it in some of the vets' eyes, especially on defense. And coming from defense, it's different from years past. Coming from the organization, whether it be Redskins, Commanders, when you have your defense speaking highly of your quarterback, that tells you something. So that means the defense is keeping that because the defense feeds off the offense just like the offense feeds off the defense. So the defense wants to see what the offense is working with. So if you got praise coming from a lot of the defensive players saying this kid, got what it takes, I'm liking it.
Well, speaking of defense, they're saying Emmanuel Forbes may not even be starting.
No. He's definitely second team.
Yeah,
he's definitely second team.
But you got to tear
him and your boy, which other boy, St. Jude's? They're second team.
Well, it's still early, like you said. It's still early in these early predictions, and it could be just that they trying people in different positions. That way,
Quan is starting. Your boy Quan Martin.
They got Quan at safety.
Yeah,
he's starting. Quan at safety. You got Sam still playing at the nickel. You got Frankie Love and Bobby Wagner in the middle. And Jamie coming in and out on third down opportunities, nickel and stuff like that. Probably just a blitz.
They got the dude from San Diego. What's the dude? Johnson, I think it is. What's the dude from San Diego? He started at one cornerback.
Oh, yeah. Buckner or something like that was his name?
From San Diego. He started for San Diego for a couple of years.
I mean, listen, our corners still aren't top notch. That's one area we got to get better in. But at least he's a professional, and he's played in the league. Emmanuel, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if they like his aggressiveness. Maybe they're scared of him coming down and being able to fill a slot or whatever. But
he's definitely gonna have to prove himself to them. That's for sure.
He's definitely gonna have to do something in preseason.
Him and St. Jude. St. Jude is on TV talking about it. He knows he has work to do.
Yeah. Chin is playing what is he playing? The strong safety or the
St. Jude's plays the cornerback.
No, I'm talking about Chin. Jeremy Chin.
He's starting at the safety,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he started.
But he's strong safety, the sweet safety, huh?
He's the strong safety, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely gonna be starting. Yeah, I believe everybody they brought in is looking like they're gonna be starting. As far as free agents, and almost their draft picks too, because the top draft pick, he's gonna start. Jaden's gonna start. The only reason Newton isn't gonna start is because he keeps having foot surgeries, and he's probably not gonna be ready physically until middle of the season. I think because he's gonna have to.
I heard they might try to get him. Being that they called it early, he might miss preseason, but they said he might be able to. He might be able to go game one.
Nah, see if you missing preseason, listen, he's a rookie. If you missing preseason and you trying to jump into an NFL game and you haven't practiced all year, you haven't learned the system, you haven't hit the weights. Well, he might be able to hit the weights because it's a foot injury, so he can still hit the weights. But you still have to get your footing. It's gonna be game 4.
I say it's both feet too. It's not just one.
Yeah. It's gonna be game 4 or 5.
I think they're gonna shelve him. My prediction is they might shelve him for the whole year.
Nah, they wouldn't do that. I don't think they would do that.
I think especially if what they're saying is they are thinking about trading John Allen to Miami.
I don't think they can trade him now.
Not now. Well, you still can because you still got the you got to see what Fladary Mathis is going to do.
No, I wouldn't do it. I would.
No, Deacon. No, Deacon. We know what
Fladary alone, man. Fladary can play, man.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
You still got John Ridgeway, who's a brute.
John Ridgeway, he's okay.
I like
the African dude. What's the dude? For DK,
Baku.
We just making up names.
Effie Obata.
Yeah, Effie Obata. I like him better than.
But what I'm saying, even if you have one solid guy, right, who's Jerome Payne, and then you have a rotation at the other side with Effie Obata, Ridgeway, and Fladary Mathis, all you got to do is really hold on for 6 games. Lock it down for 6 games, and then
this dude has surgery on both feet. Though this Newton has surgery. That's the reason why stock dropped. That's why
it's a Liz Frank. It's a Liz Frank.
Everybody
comes back from Liz Frank.
You know I'm a healthcare.
I know, but everybody comes back from a Liz Frank. It doesn't always take.
I'm not saying you can't come back. I'm saying that you might as well shelve him, let him totally heal so he can be dominant. This guy's a dominant player. I don't want them He played all last year with a Liz Frank. All last year,
and he was a player of the year almost.
So my point is though, but I'm probably pros is a little step up. I want him to be totally healthy and putting his work out there so we can trade.
Okay. Let's say we shelf him for the year, Big Al, and we still trade Jonathan Allen for a tackle or something like that. Something that we really need.
Well, if we get a tackle, that's a different story.
Compensate. Yeah, we compensate.
And that's another thing.
Compensate for that position.
That's another thing. Coleman is playing right tackle, y'all.
Well, they trying him up on both sides, but right tackle.
I heard second team right tackle. He mostly playing second team right tackle.
Well, that's right now. They just rotating people. They just get.
I heard.
I mean, for on depth chart, not Jahan Dawson, but Jayden Daniels is number 2 quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's
so. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. That's not really a competition. Your boy, there's double zeros in there throwing 3 interceptions in the practice. So. That's just what that's respect for the elders. That's saying, okay, you been here long.
That might be the same thing with Emmanuel Stewart too. That might be the same thing with Emmanuel.
It may be, because they said that Dallas brought Emmanuel Forbes in for a top 30 draft pick consultant in that draft that they had, so they were looking at him as well.
They were,
but we picked him, and they probably show what he really had, and it could be the scheme that we had last year too, because we was under bad.
We all know there was a Gonzalez.
Yeah, so we never know
that was the better pick. We all know who the better pick was.
I mean, in Forbes' case, I think you just got to tear him down and then bring him back up, for the simple fact, after coming from college and then going into Ron's system was just a little bit too much, and I think having to deal with a better defensive coordinator, that's going to help him. Now, granted, if this was last year, I think he would have went well, learning the system, and he'd probably be more productive going into this year. Whereas in learning Ron's system, coming into this system is something totally different. So he's got to do like a whole 180. So I don't think and then just having the season that he had mentally, could be the issue as well, because Ron just threw him in the fire. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, and even when there was opportunities to take him out, Ron still kept him in the game. Like you're not doing your rookie any justice by letting him get dogged the way he did last year. So I think he's got to build his his mind and his and the system all together, because. Like I really feel bad for him. I really, a lot of people are hating, on him, but you can't put all the blame on him, because again, the system was it was horrible. And it wasn't just him, it was just the defensive, itself, from, Chase Young and a lot of people had a part to play.
Well, look at Sweat. Sweat had 6 sacks last year. He turned around and went to a better system. Having 9 sacks after he left us.
Well, that's just management. I don't know what they were doing to keep getting rid of Sweat. I know they wanted to pick, but if I had the opportunity, I would take that. I would give that pick back and keep Sweat. Sweat was just he's a one in a generation player. You can't.
Yeah, but if you look at when he was here, though, I mean, he wasn't
productive like that.
Yeah, he wasn't dominating here, but when he went to Chicago,
he was dominating.
Yeah, but you gotta think like he was playing for nothing. He was playing for mediocrity.
Yeah, I know, but it
have
could
no
be
motivation. Okay, Deacon and Al, if you're on a team, let's just say, and you know your team ain't going nowhere, are you gonna give it your all every single day?
But Chicago wasn't going nowhere.
I mean, Chicago, in a sense, they beat us.
That's the only team they beat.
They beat us, and they had a better record than us.
no,
Yeah,
but listen, Biggie,
listen.
If I'm the owner, let's look at it from the owner position. I'm the owner, and I know this team isn't going anywhere, and I see players that are lackluster because they know the team ain't going anywhere. I don't really want them because you're telling me that you're not really playing to your potential.
That's why we talk about Allen.
The team's potential is. Yeah. So if that's what he was doing, that's fine. But you can see when he went to Chicago under a whole new system that he flourished there. Now we were looking for Ben Johnson to come in, an offensive coordinator, to be our head coach, not a defensive coordinator. So you're talking about looking at a whole different system. So he would have been having probably the same mediocrity at defensive coordinator that we would have brought in because Ben Johnson being a first year head coach wouldn't have had all of these relationships that Dan Quinn has to bring in all these defensive head coaches and stuff like that to be part of the organization. So I think we lucked up getting Dan Quinn. Now, I don't know how it's going to work out, but if you look at the type of people that he brought in to run this organization under him, I think is a better staff now than what would have been if Ben Johnson would have been our head coach, just because of the relationships that he has around the league and people coming here wanting to be here because of him. As that goes all the way down to the players almost that they want to come because of Dan Quinn. See, some of these players we wouldn't even have if we hadn't had that guy come in to be the head coach. So we had to kind of look at the whole thing and the whole system. That's the reason why we got rid of Sweat, because he really wasn't dominating here. He really wasn't happy to be here. He even in the interviews he had, he was tired of this shit. That's what he said. So you got to get rid of players like that. Sometimes your house doesn't work out what's in somebody else's house.
But he was leading. He was team leader. He was leader in sacks. Our team though.
Well, our team sucked. I mean, he could have had 2 sacks and led the team.
I know.
Yeah, but he had.
Come on now, Biggie. He had 6 sacks, man. And then he went to a team that he wanted to play with. He had 9 sacks in less games. So obviously he wasn't putting out a lot of effort. Or we didn't scheme properly for him, even one. I don't know.
Yeah, let's say we got lucky with that Chase Young trade too, getting a 3rd compensatory pick on that, because even now when where'd he go? Where'd he go?
He's out for the season, New Orleans.
Yeah, he had neck surgery. So his little $13 million contract is all incentive based, depending on how many games he could start. So they don't even know if he's gonna be able to play this year. So we got lucky on a couple of incidents. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Hey, Biggie, good news though. Biggie, good news is your boy Dotson has been looking pretty good in OTAs. He bulked up, got a little bigger, trying to be a second receiver. I don't know if you noticed that. He bulked up. He's hitting the gym, hitting the weights, and keeping his quickness and speed, he says. And he's been looking pretty decent for these first couple practices. And
I still think
he said he was gonna. That's because he's motivated. Everybody's motivated.
And he's trained with Jayden Daniels. Him and Jayden Daniels prepared for his draft. Jayden Daniels was his quarterback for his draft when he got drafted 2 years ago. Well, so Jayden Daniels been around. So
they say the reason Jayden Daniels look like he does is because his father and him, that's all they do is study film. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about somebody, it's almost like having when they say grow up with a coach as a father.
Yeah.
So that's all you know, that's all you do. So that's how you get ahead of the game sometimes. What's up, Big Walt?
What's up, Walt?
Good morning. What's up? Right, good morning, my people.
Morning. What do you think about that schedule that came out?
Well, I had a chance to take a good look at it. Getting our bye week in week 14 was scary enough.
Again. That's like 3 years in a row, ain't it?
Yeah. So I looked at a couple of things. It's a nice run, especially because we have, those 2 games in the beginning that we can establish ourselves before we really get on track. So
yeah, but I mean, still, man, that really only works out if we are deep in the playoff hunt. You know what I mean? If our team is looking good and we need to regroup get a day off, a week off to recoup, get some people healthy, and make the final run to the playoffs. That works when you have a late bye like that. But man, sometimes you need an early bye to get yourself back on track.
That's when I look at. That's when I look to see if we have a Thursday game, a couple of Thursday games before then, because then you get that mini bye.
Yeah. I think we got one Thursday game.
Right, and that's what I was thinking, that we had that one Thursday game coming up that's early. Also, when you get a chance to have like an extended preseason, because you're playing such weaker teams in the beginning, you can extend that preseason so that you can still get some real reps against real teams.
So you think Tampa's a weak team, Doug?
I think that their quarterback is. I think that we've had success against them in prior years. When they were the best team, in the league, we trounced them. So I just don't care. Like, they don't offer the same feel. That they don't have Brady. They don't I don't have the same fear. There's no fear. There's no fear whatsoever of Tampa Bay. Not that they can fear us, but they don't. There's just no fear.
The only thing I will give Tampa Bay is their defense. They always have a solidified defense. Now, when it comes to offense, I out of me going into Tampa Bay with their offense, 10 being a definite win, 1 meaning we have no chance. I give our chances, like, I'd say a 7 to 8 going in there.
Wow.
I go a 7 to 8.
Wow.
I haven't drunk the Kool-Aid yet, but I'm still at 5.
I just don't see. Baker Mayfield. Don't get me wrong. I like him as a quarterback.
Did they go to the playoffs? Didn't they go to the playoffs?
They just because you gone to the playoffs, back. That's the thing about people. That's the thing about people.
Baker's not that bad of a quarterback.
Just because you make the playoffs 1 year, don't mean you're guaranteed to go back the next year.
They made
but it shows
everybody gets better. Everybody
they made the playoffs the same way we did a couple years ago. They was the best of the worst.
Yeah. All it takes is one smack in the. All it takes is one.
Yeah, you don't respect Evans. You don't respect Evans.
I love Evans. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
You don't respect Goodwin. What's his name? Goodwin.
No, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same since he came back from injury.
Listen, it's sometimes you get into the playoffs, they get you a 4-year contract, man. It shows potential, and let's not just wipe them off the board. But I do think that's an early game. It's probably the best game we can have early, only because they're not solidified as one of the top.
And we playing them in Tampa too.
You're just proving my point, Deacon.
I'm on your side.
Where we paying them at?
I just don't think he's back.
Playing them in Tampa, right?
Yeah, we say Tampa is our first game.
Now, I've been to Tampa many times. We all got.
I want to go to Tampa. I want to go to that game.
Tampa in August is 100 and some degrees with humidity, yo.
If I go to that game, I'm definitely hooking y'all up. I'm gonna hook up because I'll be talking to everybody. I'll be with everything. Yeah, you'll see me with everybody.
You better have.
I want to go to Tampa though.
You better have a tank top and booty shorts on because it's gonna be hot.
Nah.
It's gonna be hot.
Oh, I got a nice outfit for that though. I got a nice outfit. It's a whole. Oh, I got a nice outfit.
Well, our second game we play New York. So, and that's a home game. That's our first home game of the year.
Y'all don't respect Jones either, right? Y'all got us with. Y'all don't respect Jones.
No, it's not that I don't respect Jones because he torches us. It's not that. I respect our coaching. See, that's what I respect more.
So you think that
27-17, Washington over Tampa Bay.
Damn, he predicting the score. We ain't even seen preseason practice yet.
7. I'm getting 27, 27-17.
Early.
I love
Man,
Big
I love
Steve.
you, Biggie. I love you, Biggie.
I love Big Steve.
Listen, we have an early Monday night game too, which is week 3 against the Bengals.
He makes me talk like the Godfather. First they keep me away, and he just brings me back in.
So with the Monday night game, man, that's going to be LSU quarterbacks, both of them Heisman Trophy winners.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
But West Ham has an injury, right?
He's coming off a hand injury.
Yeah.
So hey, bring up the schedule. Bring up the schedule.
He's recovered now, though. So
let's go. I want to do wins and losses. Let's do wins and losses.
No,
it's too early for wins and losses.
I mean,
wins and losses. I mean, okay.
We can do wins and losses right now. It's the beginning of the season.
This is not guaranteed though, right?
We can
just talking, right? We're just hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Okay.
Right, hypothetically. So Biggie, I'm assuming you got Tampa as a win.
That's a win.
Derek?
Deacon? You know, I got us winning. I got us winning just.
That's a W.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. That's a dub. That's a dub.
That's an L for me.
Yeah. Woo! We 1-0.
New York's a home game.
Home game, we beating the Giants. I got that's a win for me.
That's 2-0.
That's 2-0.
I got 2-0.
1-1 for me.
1-1.
I got
Deacon, what you got?
I got the loss on that one.
All right, 1-1 for Deacon.
So we won. You 1-1 too. Bengals, we might take that L.
That's Monday night.
It all depends. If Drew, if
this game, is he home?
Remember they lost one of their wide receivers too.
Nah, I don't have any faith in us at that point.
Wide receiver and running back.
I think we're gonna get an L at that game.
If Bird, hold. Before it all depends if Bird, Cole Bird play, then that's take the L. But if he don't play, if Bird, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Okay, yeah, he gonna
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Joe Breezy. If Joe Breezy don't play, we might be hyped to win that game. That's all. I'm gonna put that one a question mark. Let's put that.
No question mark.
You gotta go up and down.
Okay. All right. You know what? Hypothetical. I'll put as an L right now. I'll put as an L. 2-1.
I got 2 L's myself.
I got us winning that game.
Okay.
Right. I don't think they're not as potent as they used to be. Their offense isn't as strong.
We ain't stopped nobody yet. Chase is still out there for them.
Arizona.
Dub.
I got a dub. For that. Even though it's in Arizona.
Yeah, I got a dub for that too.
You know,
I got to win on that one. We can't win. Listen,
Kingsbury like my quarterback better than your quarterback.
Cleveland Browns. I got their quarterback back.
Woo!
He's gonna get a nice massage for the game.
If we at home, I'll take the dub on that. We at home, I'll take the dub.
This is how good that massage is.
Yeah.
If our offensive line shows up from last year, we getting that L and getting that L quick.
At home?
Yeah. Because that's one of the top defenses in the league. Myles Garrett was eating us up alive the last time we played.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
All right, so I got us that's an L for me.
You know what? I'm gonna take that dub. I'm gonna take that dub. We 4-1.
I got 3-2. I'm at 3-2. We're 3-3. That was easy. That's 3-3.
I got us 4. I got us. That's a L.
Yeah,
we 4-2.
We gotta win there, baby.
We 4-2 on that one.
That's my third win. That's my third win.
Carolina.
We 5.
That's an L for us.
We 5-2. We 5.
That's an L, Deacon.
No. That's a win.
Oh, that's a win.
Yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub.
Revenge game, Chicago. Revenge game.
Now they got a new quarterback. Now they got a new wide receiver. They got a couple good.
This is a revenge game, though. It's a revenge game.
Nah,
I'm gonna give that a dub as well. I'm gonna get that a dub as well.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the L on that one. We played in Chicago.
Come on, man.
No, we
dub on that one?
Right now we 5-3. We 5-3.
They 3 times better than they were last year.
Yeah, that's
on paper anyway.
That's an L.
Nah, I'm just thinking in terms of when you have a rookie quarterback and you got a game like that and you got a coach. We got a good defensive coordinator now. We don't have somebody that's gonna scheme that. We got somebody that's gonna scheme it up. We can actually say, did he scheme it up? We can say it's gonna get schemed up. We didn't have any confidence last year that any one of our defensive coordinators was gonna scheme anything up.
You gotta have personnel to win the game too. Talent wins games too.
I got a W on this one.
Who? On the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a W too.
I got a dub on Giants too.
We 6.
We all got to win. That's my 4th win.
Pittsburgh at home.
I got 6 wins. I think we're gonna lose to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's an L for me too.
6-4. I think we'll lose to Pittsburgh. 6-4.
We're going.
Yeah, that's what I'm at. I'm at 6-4.
Yeah.
I'm in 4-6. Well, the exact opposite.
Philly at home or Philly in Philly.
I don't like that one, but that's a Thursday night game too.
6-5, man. We probably end up
6-5.
Yeah.
6-5 Philly.
7-4 for me.
We played Philly good both times last year.
Yep. Yeah.
So
the Mighty Quinn knows how to play them, but I don't think we have enough talent.
Dallas. Go to
Where
Dallas.
we playing them at?
At home.
It's at home.
Yeah.
That's an L.
We win that game.
That's a win. That's a win. We winning that.
I'll take the dub on that one.
I take the win.
I hate Dallas.
I'm taking the win, baby. That's the win.
I think we're gonna try. I think we're gonna give Dallas.
That's our 5th win. We 5-7 right now in my team.
Yeah, I got us winning that game. Just for the simple fact it's a payback game. And we took both of the defensive coordinators.
Yeah, 5-7. We winning that one.
Yeah, we winning that one.
We 6-7 now. That's a win. Tennessee is a win.
7-7. What are we? 76? 76.
7-5. We
75.
7-5.
I got to ease up on these wins, man.
I'm 6-7 right now.
So 7. Titans.
We
I'm 7-6. I'm the opposite of how I'm 7-6.
I think we win now. 8-5. I think we win Titans. 8-5.
Home at the Titans. No Derrick Henry.
That's a dub. 8-5.
They got more stuff. They got the running back from Cincinnati.
Yeah, they got Mixon.
Yeah. But I think
he's not a bruiser.
He's not. But
I think they're going to be in turmoil a little bit. I'm going to have to give us a W on that.
Yeah, I'm 6-7 too.
I'm at 8-5.
That's the season. This is our bye week, and then we go to week 15. This is
winning that, man. We winning that. 7-7.
We 9-5. We about to give Chase Young that you should have stayed with us. Win.
We 7-7 on my team.
We 9-5 right now.
Second Philly game.
Philly, I think we win this Philly game.
We 8-7. We 8-7.
We in at home.
Yeah, I'm liking those 2 dubs right there.
We 8-7.
I think we pull that one out at Commander's Field. We get a dub.
10-5. Right now we at 10-5. Oh yeah, we win at Atlanta.
Kirk Cousins comes home.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, we eat in Atlanta. We got eat Atlanta. We're gonna pat Heineke on his back. We're gonna give him a beer. We eating. We taking their lunch money. Where's my man? Where's my man?
Take that man.
My man Trey thing. We taking their socks.
Oh yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's gonna be a tough game, though. It's gonna be tougher than we think.
It is. We taking their socks. We taking their socks.
We eating for free.
So the big question is with the
11
Dallas game is not only are we winning the game, but is this going to be are we playing spoilers at this point? We're either going to be going. I
think we're going to be in that wild card chase right at this point, and that's going to be a big game. The 18th. That's going to be a big game.
500 at this point? Huh? What's our record? Are we 500? You talking about 500?
I got us.
I'm 86.
7-6. I got us.
Hold on. Biggie, what are you?
He's 10-6.
Biggest, you 10-6?
Yeah, we 10-6.
What you got, Dub?
Yeah, I'm one down, so 9-6. 9-6.
Big Al, you 8-8?
I'm 8-8.
Or 8-9 or whatever it is.
8-9, yep.
That's we won 4 games last year, and we turned over the whole roster.
Yeah. If we go 8-9, I am celebrating.
But Deacon, did we upgrade? Do you feel we upgraded?
Well, I don't have a problem with saying we upgraded. What I'm saying is we don't
have time to play together. The other day, when I looked at the linebacker core that we had and the linebacker core that we have, that just blew me away.
Yeah, but
there's no Mayos. There's no Cody Bartons.
Nobody's played together though.
But
the whole team is starting.
Wait a minute. Just think about this. We have Bobby Wagner as our Mike rather than Cody Barton. If you don't see that, that's an upgrade.
And you didn't like Mayo? So Dub, you didn't like Mayo?
I didn't like how they used him. But then that goes back to coaching. And see, I feel like our coaching is superior from last year. That's what I'm leaning at. That's where I'm putting that's the hill I'm dying on.
You saying so you're leaning on some old players and some good coaching?
Yes.
I am too.
For playoff.
I am too.
Well, I think that we have some young players that they're just having a Bobby Wagner in the room. I just know that if they make a effed up call, like we're sitting here, and I remember this last year, we were sitting there watching the game, and I was getting at it. We were all saying, they're going to run this play. They're going to run this play. Every single one of us was watching that Miami game going, why would you put our slowest corner on their fastest guy and not give him any help over the top? We all was sitting there watching it going, what? I don't think we're going to get that type of defensive call. You know, that I don't think that's coming in play. I don't think we get that. Then same thing. No, the same thing. When you watch.
So, Doug, how many games? You're saying that's enough games for the talent we have on our team to make it to the wild card?
I think we're going to be in a wild card chase. Yes.
Yeah. See, my thing is, I
really believe that
our Bobby Wagner is basically like Aaron Donald on the Los Angeles Rams. Even though he's still old, I mean, he's a vet. He contributed, and he, you know what I'm saying, and he's a game changer.
Okay,
y'all, come on, Bobby. I mean, Bobby,
Biggie and Dove. Biggie and Dove. I love y'all, man. I like y'all fandom. I mean,
so let me ask you something. So you trying to say? So you think Bobby Wagner's over the hill?
I'm saying that Bobby Wagner and a good coaching staff is good for 4 more games than we won last year with the talent that we have on the team now.
But
I'm giving us 8 wins.
You got Louisville, you got Jeremy, you got Louisville, you got
Biggie. You heard my statement.
I hear you.
Okay. I just have a question for you. I have a question, Big Al. By that logic, he's good for 4. Is Jayden Daniels good for 2?
Well, we don't know that yet. I don't know that yet.
We don't know anything. But do you think a Heisman Trophy winner? Hold on. Do you think a Heisman Trophy winner is good for 2 wins?
I seen us draft number 1 quarterbacks, and they was not good for 2.
I understand.
So I have to see it first.
Okay. We all have to see it. We all have to see it. Trust and believe. 25 years of losing, we all have to see it. Go ahead.
Doug and Biggie, what I know now, a good coaching staff and 4 or 5 veterans that are excellent. Some of the veterans are Hall of Famers. Bobby Wagner and the tight end might be a Hall of Famer. And I'm telling you, they're good for 4 more wins than we had last year. Now,
okay,
if our quarterback is who they say he is, then he should be good for 2 wins. You're right, he should be. And then we're talking on wild card, right?
Exactly.
And we not have accountability. We have not approved our offensive line. You agree with me on that, right?
I agree.
Okay. And we have not approved our secondary. You agree with me on that, right?
I don't agree. I think we're going to improve our secondary because, again, we're not going to get – that's why I was explaining. We're not going to get that call where we're saying, why are you letting Cheetah go one-on-one against our slowest cornerback? We're just not going to see that. You're just not going to see
exactly right, Garage Life. You're exactly right.
Hey, listen, Dub, this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying, okay? Dub and Biggie. We're saying that what we brought in, the veterans that we brought in, the people that we have drafted this year, are cumulative. All of those put together are worth at least 4 more games. Doesn't matter who shows up and why that game is won. Those guys that we brought in are cumulative worth 4 more games. So you're talking about 8 wins. You got to be happy with that. It doesn't matter if it's Jayden Daniels that's creating the 4 wins. It doesn't matter if Bobby Wagner creating the 4 wins. All of them together creates 4 wins more.
Correct. That makes us 8-8 going into week 18.
Which is why I said,
okay. So let me. Okay. So all right. How about this? How about this? Hold on. How about this?
It's not an 8.
You said you get 4 more wins. You get 4 more wins for right? We had 4 wins from last year. We get 4 wins from the defense. How much with our coaching? How many games do you think our coaches can scheme up?
I just told you 4 more wins.
You said 2 more wins.
All of them cumulative.
4.
Cumulative, all of them, the coaches, the players, everything that we brought in, replaced from last year,
we're 4 games better.
This year are worth 4 more.
You got to remember, Peterson is revamping the team.
That's 8 wins. What do you want?
That's great. That's Stevie. Biggie, that's great. I'm happy with that.
He wants Butler to come in first place. That's what he wants. He don't want to progress.
We can't win a Super Bowl in 1 year, man. We're just not going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, give them 2 years at least. Even the great Texas last year, the Texans did a great job.
What was Texas' record last year?
I think they were 9-8. That's how they got the playoffs.
Yeah, no,
and
they
won the playoff game. So I mean, even and their quarterback had a phenomenal year last year. The best. What was the best rookie quarterback? His name was RG3, right? Y'all would say RG3 was the best rookie quarterback.
No, I think it was Cam. Cam Newton was the best, and then he beat Cam Newton.
Did Cam make the playoffs his first year too?
Yeah.
First year, I think Cam threw like 5,000 yards.
Cam had like.
I want to say. Also back in the day in the 80s, it was Marino from Miami.
Marino went to the playoffs. He went to the Super Bowl the first year, right?
The second year, I think it was, but the first year he went to the playoffs. I think second year he went to the Super Bowl.
I know he never got.
I think that's what it was. I think it's Marino. Cam is in it. RG3 I thought was the best, and then the dude from Texas last year was the best rookie.
Well, however it works out, that dude had a good year last year, and they didn't win the Super Bowl. I mean, he had a phenomenal year. So you were talking about that's a high bar for our quarterback to reach.
Houston won.
We won less games than they did.
10-7.
10-7 last year.
But the one thing that really we've benefited from, and then we have to make sure that our line is good. But we have upgraded every position that we had. We've upgraded our running backs. We've upgraded our cornerbacks. We've upgraded our linebackers. The only question marks come is our line going to be cohesive enough? And we got this. We have to see it, of course, but going from what our coaching is, you have to, like, for me, and going who our opponents are. See, we have a couple of weak opponents that you're going to get those extra games.
We have a weak schedule because we was a weak team last year.
Well, how many good quarterbacks?
Do you really think what was the upgrade at corner? Where did we upgrade at corner?
Because we're solid now with our safeties and our coaching that's going to make calls.
You said we upgraded in our corners.
Yeah, because we don't have anybody running a 4-5 anymore.
So
we don't have anybody with a bad knee.
Upgraded coaching.
We don't have a coach. We don't have a coach that's going to put our slowest. We don't have a coach that's going to say, "Hey, look, our slowest, weakest corner is going to be one-on-one against Cheetah first snap." We're not doing that.
You didn't like the coaching last year. That's what you're saying.
I didn't. It's stupid. It was stupid. It was just dumb.
It's hard for me to believe that we upgraded at corner. I believe that we upgraded at safety. I believe they upgraded our linebackers, our defensive.
But again, if you made those upgrades at linebacker and at safety, the corners will play better because they know, because even though they're out of position, they get a second shot at the tip. You're not going to see E Forbes going against D Moore one-on-one all night, knowing he's getting torched. It's just not going to happen. It's just not.
I got you. I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying.
I think we're all emphasizing on last year, what Ron Rivera.
Hey, D-Dog, go on mute for a second. You're echoing.
Okay.
I think what I'm saying, we're all in this Ron Rivera mindset. It's going to be the same, or we're going to get the same product. I forgot the mentality that you just be stuck on, where we've always seen so bad at certain things that we have no type of
the
value.
biggest thing, I'm not to cut you off, Big. The biggest thing is that, first of all, I ain't seen it. I got to see it with my eyes first. Secondly, the coaching was bad. We had a lack of talent last year. The talent level has increased a little bit from this year, but they older talent. It's not like we increased it with youthful talent. We got one young linebacker that's pretty good, Frankie Louisville, and everybody else was pretty much older talent. I think we're in the center too. We got a good center that's young, but besides that, everybody else is a little bit older talent. And we picked up. They saying that the young boy playing slot corner is pretty talented too. The rookie, Sam Marcel. But saying all of that, he's small though. Saying all of that is that I got to see it with my eyes before I stamp 10 wins or before I stamp 11 wins. I'm not going to stamp that now. We're just talking. So I'm not down on the team. I'm up. I'm saying if we win 8 games, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. You got to be happy with 8 wins, man. Hey, D-Dog, what you got going on, man? What you got to say?
I'm so sick of being so hyped up to be disappointed. But you know what? I told people 5-6 years ago that if we didn't start winning, they was going to get Montez Sweat or maybe John Allen or Chase Young, because we had so many talented rosters. And I'm not just saying because I'm a Redskins fan. It's objective. We had one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. So I don't understand.
On defense.
Yes, on defense. And we had, our tight end was not that bad to me. And he
just kept getting a concussion.
No, it's not Jordan. Okay. What about when Logan Thomas had concussions too?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you had the other person too. Man, I don't think they used them right, man. To be 100, I don't think they used those guys right.
The coaches didn't use nobody right. So let's just move on from last year, because that whole regime is gone. When you're watching, I know you're hyped up for this season. So what is getting you the most hype besides Jayden Daniels, of course, being our number 2 pick as a quarterback? I mean, what are you seeing with the people that we brought in, being able to get them guys that played together at the beginning of the year when they haven't played together ever? How is that going to mature into wins this year?
I mean, we plugged in so many quarterbacks that, they use the best that we can use. I'm not going to put so much pressure on Jayden Daniels. I got to see it to believe it, like my man said, man, because, I'm not going to compare him to the new Lamar Jackson or RG3 and these other guys, Cam Newton. I'm not going to go there yet because they have to have a bunch of chemistry. He have to have a solid repertoire with Terry McLaurin and and other receivers like Dotson and Chris Samuels, all of them. They have to have chemistry with all of them. And the offensive line really got to be improved. They have to be more consistent. So if the offensive line and that running game is good enough, we can win more than 8 games. You know what I mean?
Well,
But now,
all right. Big Al, what you were saying about our defense, right? You saying we got nothing but old people on our defense. The only people that are on our defense that's over 30 is F.A. Obata and what's his name?
Wagner.
And Bobby Wagner. Everybody else is 29 and under. Everybody's 29 through 23.
But the point is, though, that we never really had no great linebackers in 10 years.
Yeah. But I mean, just having Bobby Wagner, the only veteran at 33, I don't mind because Bobby Wagner still looked like a truck. I've heard it from teammates. That man, he says, his body and shit. That man is built like Ford truck. So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still got something left in the tank to where he's gonna prove some people wrong. Like, hey, even though I'm 33, I can still play in this league for another 2-3 more years.
Well, listen, we tease Bobby Wagner because he's the older guy on the team, but let's be honest about the situation here. Last year when he played, what did he play with Seattle? Last year, he was the number one tackler on defense. Their number one tackler on defense. So it's not like the dude can't play, and it's not like he's over here. We just don't know what this system is going to provide him. So we're all guessing at this point to see because we are fans and we are hoping for the best. We're projecting the best, but actually we're
don't think Bobby Wagner lost 2 steps?
Huh?
You don't think Bobby Wagner lost 2 steps?
Well, even if he lost 2 steps, he's still faster than Mayo.
Yeah.
That's just be under my situation. So it's an upgrade no matter whether he's downgraded himself. And especially with the knowledge, just like having a older quarterback who his arm is not as strong as it used to be, he reads better defense and he anticipates better. You compensate. And I think he's smart enough. He's going to be a Go Jack or he's smart enough to be able to compensate from his losses as far as whether it's speed or not.
That's true. I'm gonna be more positive. I used to try to be positive all the time. For when they draft, I know I'm talking about the last regime, but they had so much time. I'm hyped up, and we've been underachieving for so many years.
Right.
The quarterback is just not the only thing, you know.
It's not, but it does show promise for the future. And that's what we haven't had in a while. For the future.
Now, to be honest with you, I don't always trust quarterbacks to come out the first round.
They don't always hit. I mean, but you had how many of them went this year, Biggie? 6?
Yep, 6 in the first.
6 quarterbacks in the first round. So one of them's going to hit just by average.
And some of your best quarterbacks have been second, third rounders. And
but
it's almost they compared it to
we just had a third round. We can't hope for
that's
that.
the time. That's the time.
Go ahead, Biggie.
I said
Okay.
From Houston, and he made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just all about your research. I mean, I think this draft got rejected, but we won't know till next 2 years.
Well, Biggie, just to ask you a question about older players. First of all, in sports, it's the amount of time you play, not so much chronological age. Hey, there you go. Thank you, bro. Hey, so this is say about the older players. I'm not saying that the team is over the hill gang. Yeah, I'm not saying they're the over the hill gang, which that can be good if you stay healthy. We went to the Super Bowl in the 70s with the over the hill gang. So I'm not saying that's not a positive. What I'm saying is I got to see it with my eyes. And right now, this is, preseason. This is not even real preseason. This is they are lifting weights and just jogging right now. They're not even really doing it yet. So wait and see sometime in August, we're going to know a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait and see August.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, we just gotta wait and see.
Well, what do you think about?
We excited though.
Yeah.
What do you think about picking up Jameer Bird? He used to be a player.
Hey, Doug, what do you think about that, Doug?
He's a jag.
Hey, Doug, you on mute?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I agree with Biggie, and I agree with Dog. He's just a jag. He's just a jag.
What's the difference between him and Brown?
What's the difference between him and Brown?
Yeah.
Nothing.
So they both cut baits. They both just players out there possibly cut.
I think that 16-man roster that sits over there on the sideline that they practice squad against.
Wow. So who your 5 starting wide receivers then?
That new kid, you gotta give the 3 is gonna be Dotson, Terry, and McCaffrey are the 3.
Oh,
and then you got that dude, I can't pronounce his last name, Teramu.
The one with that one-handed catch?
No,
I thought he was a tight end. I didn't think he was a wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver. He's just slow like a tight end.
Oh, well, he's got the size, so he's definitely number 5.
Well, he tweaked his hamstring too.
Yeah, he's out.
They're gonna keep him. He number 5. He number 5.
How tall is
number 6 at the best?
6'5". That's what I'm saying. He that bottom one that you're gonna have on your punt team, returning kicks and stuff like that.
So
what about Cashman Allen?
Cashman Allen, or
that's who I'm looking at. There it is. So I got McCaffrey, I have Allen, I got Terry, I got Allen, and then that dude Tremaine. What is his name? I can't pronounce his name. Tromelines?
Allen, huh? What you call it? Cashman Allen?
Is it Cashman Allen? I know Cashman Allen, but I thought his last name was something else that starts with a T. Traml.
Tremere?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but there's my 5. And then the other, you said Bird, that's 6, maybe. I don't see him being 6, but
you saying Brown getting cut?
No, I said he's practice squad. I clearly said practice squad.
That's cut.
That's cut.
You trying to spice it up a little bit. That's still cut.
What about the old veteran Crowder?
Oh, there, Crowder. So there we go. So that's my 6. Good. Thank you. I was gonna go to the depth chart and look and see. So I got Crowder's gonna be that. So that he's special teams. We still have what's his name that we didn't get rid of, but because he was a rookie. What is his name?
Dax Mills.
Yeah, Dax Mills gone.
Dax Mills still there.
Yeah, are we talking who gonna make the team?
No. I'm putting them up like those are the end pieces, but I got my 5. I got 5.
Listen, they're gonna keep Jameer Bird, man.
Why you say that, Deacon?
They got him. They picked him up.
He runs back punts. He's played for Cliff Kingsbury before. He runs back punts and kickoffs, and he's younger than Crowder. And Crowder isn't their guy.
Man, y'all need to call Calvin Harmon back, man. He balling in the UFL.
He's in the UFL for a reason.
Hey, Biggie, who you got at wide receiver?
Me?
Biggie.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
No, Biggie.
As receivers, of course, the 3. You know what I'm saying? That'd be McCaffrey. McCaffrey. That would be Jahan and also Terry. I would say I don't know if they keep Crowder. You know, I mean, he's still got some game left. He's a veteran. But I would not be surprised if they kept Crowder. Another would be that that what's that called? That receiver that went unsigned. He's 6'4", or was he from I mean, he got picked up in the later rounds. I forgot what his name is. Is he from Washington?
Rosemary Jackson.
Is that it? From Washington? That 6'4" dude? Because they tall receivers though. And
Bryce Tremaine is the one I was thinking of, by the way.
Yeah, the one, whoever that 6'4" receiver is, and that and the guy who had that one-handed catch that everybody was faming over, that everybody was licking their chops over in the training camp. I forgot the guy's name, but I heard that dude with the one-handed catch. I heard he's besides that one-handed catch, he's been looking good as a coming in.
Listen, he had that one-handed catch, but like I said, he did that in rookie mini camp. His first practice with the veterans, he pulled up lame with his hamstring, so he's on the sideline for now.
Yeah, but I heard he looked pretty.
Well, my same as last year's. McLaurin, Samuels, and Dotson. Once they get a good quarterback, they're gonna be fire.
Samuel's gone.
I mean, not who they get replaced by?
McCaffrey.
I don't think McCaffrey. I don't know.
Well, that's what they replaced Samuel with.
Yeah, okay. I got McLaurin, Dotson, that tight end. What's his name? They're gonna be balling. And you got, and you got Senate. Ertz gonna get some plays too, but then you got my man out the backfield, Robinson, that can catch and run and get some. Yeah, I mean they have enough firepower.
Yeah, we got weapons. It's just a matter of getting everybody to play together. That's the big thing for the coaches right now, is to see if they're able to coach these guys up to be able to play together game one. Because right now we don't know that, and we all speculating. We just like last year, we had talent. We just didn't have anybody to put it together. And just because something works in another team doesn't mean they're gonna bring it to this team and it's gonna work here too. So we in the wait and see mode, man. We just don't know. Don't know. We want to know. We're hoping. We praying that this thing works out, because we've been in the doldrums for so long. But man, it's hard to project a 10-win season, Biggie. That's a lot. It looks good on paper, but man, we got to see. Once we get out there with game one, at least with game one, we'll be able to tell what kind of rhythm these guys are playing.
I mean, I just feel like we can have the same season. That we go 10-7. We go 10-7, just like Houston did last year. I think that right there is my number.
I mean, for me, that'd be a dream season. I'd be enthusiastic. I'd be running around here.
10-7 is brilliant.
Man, that's a dream. That'd be one of the best seasons we had since RG3.
Man,
I mean, from what you know what I'm saying, from what me and Dub was saying, how many wins
we had a season like that since RG3.
Because I said 11, but I mean 10 is realistic. I mean, how many did you say?
Realistic.
Pete, how many wins? I mean, how many wins did you have?
I think Dub had 9. I had
9 and 7.
You had
9 and 7.
And I had 10-7.
But some of them losses are going to be close losses, so it could go either way. Again, we're projecting.
Yeah.
We're projecting.
It's been 8 games, guys, and I'm happy with 8. And the dude from Georgia, y'all talk about with the one-hand catch, he's only 6'1". He's not 6'3" or 6'4". He's 6'1". I just looked him up.
So what do you think happens to Diami?
Diami's cut.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think
so the tallest guy on the team now is McCaffrey then.
McCaffrey's 6'2".
No, what's his name? Tremaine
is 6'4". Yeah, Jermaine is 6'4".
Yeah, Tremaine is That's
6'4".
the guy that I was keep missing his name up.
Yeah, Jermaine. He's 6'4". He's from Stanford.
Yeah. So so when I look at it, that's what I was saying. It's Terry, Luke. And then you got Jamison Crowder. Then you got Mitchell Kingsley, Casimir Allen, and Bryson Tremaine. Those are my guys. Bird, Arceus, and Dax Mill, and De'Ami Brown are hugging each other on the practice squad. Maybe one of them get in. Maybe one of them forego. But that's it.
I think they only going to keep 6 receivers.
But I wouldn't even be surprised. Yeah, 6 or 7. But I wouldn't even be surprised if Diami makes it. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, because he got experience. So I don't. Right, and he's got speed.
Diami only caught what?
10 passes. Patterns, man.
Diami only caught 10 passes since he's been here. This is 10 or 12 in 3 years.
I mean, he's got.
I think he does have 2 touchdowns though.
He's got 3 touchdowns and a total of longest was 75 yards. He's got 1 touchdown in 23, 2 touchdowns in 22, 476 total yards, and he came in 2021.
Listen, they've been talking about trading Dyami Brown to the Chargers for a 7th-round pick.
Hey, that'd be good if we can get that.
Good for Dyami. Good for Dyami.
That'd be good for Dyami too.
Good for us though.
I mean, but what round was Dyami? A 3rd round pick for us?
His 3rd round from North Carolina. Yeah. We reached for him, man. He reached for everybody in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I just for some reason I just feel like there's something about Dyami. Like, I think he could get it. But I'm just looking at his receptions, and he didn't get targeted that many times. You know what I'm saying?
He's running on the field,
and I'm looking at his stats. His stats aren't really that bad. You know what I'm saying? He averages what? 21. He averaged 13.8 yards a carry. Right? 13.8.
Face the fact that we haven't had a good quarterback either. Too. That's hard for us to evaluate.
Yeah. 22, he bombed out and had 28.6 yards, and in 23 had 14. Like, his stats aren't bad. Dyami's stats aren't bad. I'm sitting here looking at it, and it's like he just never got targeted that many times. You know what I'm saying? That's just most of the carries went to Jahan, Jameson, and Terry. He was like 4th, and by 4th like receiver stats. I mean, he's got 4th receiver stats, which should be. So I mean, in drop passes, he's only had in his career since on the Skins, he's only had 3 drop passes. In 3 years, that's like one per year. So I mean, the stats are there.
But I'm asking you a question though. You know, when you on the field and you're a talented player, eventually in the practice, your talent is going to come out and the coaches are going to design plays for you.
Let me finish
Biggie. Let me finish my statement. So for example, T.O. was like a 2nd-round pick, I think, and he had Jerry Rice on his team, but T.O.'s talent was so great that they had to start designing plays for T.O. And T.O. became T.O. And Jerry Rice had to take a second fiddle to T.O. That's just how it works. So my point of the matter is that Dyami was this great, talented player. It has showed up by now.
I mean, that's not necessarily
So you mean to say if we had T.O. Terrell Owens on our team right now, and he was 3rd behind Scary Terry,
he would be catching punts because of our coaching.
He would have been going off on the coaching staff.
You have to look at it like this. He was Dyami was a 3rd round pick. Okay, so if you look at like you had Terry coming in 1st, you had coming in 2nd, and then you had Dyami coming in 3rd.
Terry was a 3rd-round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You said what?
Scary Terry was a 3rd-round pick, right?
No, I'm saying drafted in order. I'm saying Scary Terry came 1st. Jahan came in 2nd.
But they both were 3rd-round picks.
Huh?
They both were 3rd-round picks, right?
No. What I'm saying, who was there 1st? Both
were 3rd-round picks, right?
No. Jahan was a 2nd-round pick.
Who?
Jahan was the first round pick.
Why did they get rid of Samuels to get De'Ami Brown though?
Huh?
Was it a money?
Yeah,
it was a money issue.
But see, I got to remember that this is a whole new regime, and Samuels wasn't their guy. They were looking to draft somebody in the draft. So they were already saying, we're going to save some money, let him go because he's going to want a certain amount of cash. Let him go. We'll get somebody in who can actually play the position that we want him to play. Because Samuel was a kind of a Swiss Army knife. He can play a lot of different positions. They're trying to get position flex, but they want to get the positions that they want to move into the future. And this guy's younger. He has more upside, I guess, out of that squad they know. And, it's just a matter of, I pick the people that I want to play on my team, not I want to come in and just coach the guys that are already there. Because you got to remember, no matter how good or bad these guys were, we only won 4 games last year, no matter whether it's the coaching or the players. It was just a 4-win team, and we were picking number 2 in the draft, which means we were the second worst team in the league. So nobody on this team was hands off, and that's why De'Ami is having a problem, because he was drafted by another regime, and he hasn't done anything up to this point. So he doesn't have a place on this team unless he shows out this year, or not even this year, this camp.
Right now,
because they already gave somebody his number.
I know.
He might be ass out.
Yeah, they said they're sharing the numbers. They said they were sharing the number.
Well, they didn't share the number 5.
No, not at all.
I think though, man, he been bombarded with bad coaching, just like Cam Sims. They didn't use him right either. He should be on there going, the 4th and goal plays, 3rd and short plays, and they just never used him right.
Cam Sims with the Pittsburgh, he still ain't doing that
now, but he should be here with us. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just giving you an example of how we don't use the talent right, man.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
We just don't use the talent right.
We didn't.
Yeah, we have a tendency of not being able to teach players how to play football, and then we get rid of them and they go to other places and they play better.
Yeah, I think, for example, we knew Sweat was talented. We saw Sweat talent. Maybe we didn't develop it properly. We knew Sweat was talented. The issue was not the fact that he wasn't talented, it's how the coaches staff. But saying all of that, if Brown was T.O., I think we would recognize that Brown is T.O., a great talented player. But Brown is not.
I wish.
Brown is
I wish.
Huh?
I wish. I didn't see it.
That's my point. And that's why my point is, why are we keeping these players that are not they fringe players?
Last year when we went into Seattle, and you heard Powell say, we didn't even scheme up for our running backs coming out the backfield to make plays. And if you went to the last 3 weeks prior to that, the running backs came out the backfield to make plays. And he said, we didn't even scheme that up. That just blew my mind. I came on here with you guys mad as hell. Like, what in the world? So our coaching was horrible.
Yeah,
and our team chemistry was horrible too.
Yeah, they were playing the string out last year. Nobody was coaching for the future. Everybody knew they was about to be fired. So the coaches weren't coaching right. The players were barely playing. I mean, it's bad all the way around. We just have to start over, do a whole thing, a new type of thinking, a new type of player, so that
and passion. Yeah. Where's your pride?
Yeah, well, pride went out the window a long time ago.
I get it. I get it. You know how I am. You know I'm mad and wildfire. You know it. Last year just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, and it should.
As we wrap up here, we want to wrap up. One last question as we
cost everybody their job.
One last question as we wrap up.
You got to get that clip, Deacon. You about to lose your job.
Hey, as we wrap up, one last question. When do you think we're going to make a move for our left tackle? Are we going to wait till August or what?
Yeah,
I don't know.
If we make any move, it'll be because we're going to look for a left tackle. But if that's only if our rookie doesn't show out.
I might have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, but right now, Big Al saying that he's playing right tackle, second string. So I mean, you know, it's. We got time. You gotta see what you got first, and then go from there. Maybe we don't need.
I know it's only. These next couple months are just gonna drag, aren't they?
They gonna drag. They started dragging already.
We already half of us mad because they won't bring back the Redskin name. We arguing about that in the trenches.
Yeah.
But you know what? Speaking of that name, I wanted to elaborate on, like, hey man, I would have been settled if we had like the Red Wolves or the Renegades. I would have settled for that. Bang! I don't know what they were talking about.
Somebody already has the name Renegade. The reason why they're the reason why they're
man, come on.
All right, Big Al, take us out, man.
Anyway,
hey, we appreciate everybody, man.
Thank y'all for coming on, man.
Thank you so much. I just had to chime in.
You good, man? Anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm looking at the UFL now and then, man. I'm just still looking for talent. Some of the get a second. Some need to get a second chance.
No doubt.
You know, DJ Swearinger was balling. They kicked him off that team too. That man have a bad attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, going.
DJ Swearinger. Anyway, fellas, we see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Had a long off season here. Started up every week. Still talking about Commanders, and I hope we appreciate your positivity. We need that. We need that positivity, Biggie, on the streets. I see you on the streets right now. Look,
hey, someone's gotta, So when we get that 10-7 record, be like, hey, yeah, Biggie knew.
All right, everybody.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, fellas.
Right.
You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Is this shit worth you losing your job? Cause you bought to.
You don't know.
Cause you ain't got no reason.
You don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't. I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like